Well. Good day and welcome back to another episode of Budget Your Energy. My name is Rudolph and this is what we do on Sundays. So I do hope that you had an amazing week ahead. I hope that there was a lot of good things that went on. I hope that you managed to achieve some goals. I hope that you managed to make yourself proud of what you did this week, and if you fell short somewhere, I hope that you have a plan moving into the next week in order to budget your energy, in order to find ways to be more efficient if that's what you need, maybe find ways to be better for yourself, maybe find ways to explore areas of improvement. I think that is one thing that I definitely strive for, is to try be a little bit better today than I was yesterday. I try be a little bit better this year than I was last year. And I think that need for improvement and that constant questioning is a good trait of mine. I understand that sometimes it can be misinterpreted, it can be seen as always pushing, never resting, or any of these things. However, to be honest, lately I have spent a lot more time trying to find a balance with rest involved and trying to find my peak performance, find the balance of peak performance. That's a good way to say it. So instead of just pushing for results and just aiming for the sky and aiming for the moon and just trying to find that place where I perform at my best, and that is not always performing all the time. And I think that's something that, again, going on to sport analogies and again going into past experiences or things that I've gone through, is really knowing that just going all the time does not necessarily mean that you are performing at your peak. It does not necessarily mean that your outcome or your results are as good as they could be. Maybe they get by, maybe you are the rare kind that can just smash through it all and never get tired and always have enough to give. Maybe. And I'm not saying that's impossible, because I know certain people that can. I think in my mind, majority of us, exactly like playing a sport or whatever, you need to have a gap in between. You need your body to recover. If you go to gym, you need to recover so that the tissues, I believe, I'm not a gym bunny, but I believe that, to grow muscle, the tissues tear and then they have to recover in order to grow. And it's the same with your energy and your time. You can give energy and time into something, but if you don't recover or you don't allow yourself some time to regenerate whatever energies or cells or gain more energy from this activity or event or whatever you've had to do, you will not be able to keep on performing at a level that either makes you happy or makes your boss happy or makes your partner happy or makes your family, whoever you're trying to impress, because it's different for everyone. Some people, if you listened last week, it was selfish versus selfless, right? So some people are in it for their personal gain, i.e. it doesn't matter what everyone around you says, because you have your goals in mind that you want to achieve, and therefore you push in that direction to make sure you achieve them, and your opinion of yourself matters. So if you're trying to impress yourself, but then on the other hand, some people as well, for example, myself, I like to make sure that my mother's proud of me, right? Very small. No, it's not small, it's huge. And I do not want to be in a situation where she's not proud. Going back to the point, is what I'm saying is, whoever you're trying to impress, whether it's internal or external, need to realize that rest and rejuvenation is important, because there are moments in life where you can just hold on to the guns of life and really just give. But these are not sustainable moments in life. The longevity for that is not as long as you would think, and if you are trying to impress internally, externally, achieve goals, find this way, you definitely need to realize that rest is important. You definitely need to realize that being able to do a task once or twice is not where the power lies. Being able to manage, or here in Seychelles, a lot of the time people, you say, how are you? They say, surviving. This is not efficient. It's not what we're designed to do, in my opinion. It's not creative, it's not strong, it's not sustainable. Again, sustainable. To just get by all the time does not make sense in my mind. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they said, that I sound tired. But I was just relaxed, not tired. And then I said, no, I'm not tired at all. And their response was, well, I wish I had that. I wish I could feel that way. And my response was, what are you wishing for? It's your decision. What you do with your time is your decision. We can sit back and say, our employer wants this, and our job wants this, and our mother wants this, and I want this for myself. But what you do with these 24 hours is up to you, or up to me. So if I get to the end of the week and all I want to do on my day off is sleep, firstly, I am entitled to that. That's very okay. But where are you putting those extra hours? What are they giving you back? Are they giving you more energy? Are they giving you more time? Are they giving you more money? In my opinion, if you're not getting any of these, what is the point? If there is an end goal and a reason behind it, fair. There's a path, there's an idea, there's a concept, you chase it, fine. But if you're just burning yourself out without knowing why, if I can have a conversation with you and you don't know where your week or your time or your day has gone, if I can have a conversation with me and I don't know where my week or day time has gone, then what are we doing except existing? And again, this isn't everyone's mindset. Some people, you do whatever you want, if you want to just get by, that's perfectly fine. My point is that I think as well, for the fact that I'm going through so much change lately, my point is really the fact that what is the reason, what is the intention behind our actions? And I say our, but I'm obviously talking about myself and then to anyone that wants to listen. What is the reason for being up till midnight? That's an example. Working on bars, midnight's not always a number. Coming to Seychelles, midnight's quite late. In Dubai, midnight's not late at all. Let's say a certain time X. Am I just showing face in order to keep some sort of job security, for example? And if I am, why am I so scared about losing my job? Is it based on my performance, or is it based on my leaders? I was told by someone not to sniff as much, and noted. I just noticed it myself. And with this performance or questioning of yourself, you can also track then, am I making the best value of my time? Is there return? When I invest in a company, not me personally, at the moment it's not really where I'm at, but if I was to invest in a company, the first thing I'm going to figure out is in 5 years, not in 2 weeks, unless you're a day trader and some crypto fiend, but in 5 years, in 10 years, what is that money going to look like? What is my return on investment? What is my balance going to be over that time? Now, if we apply the exact same thing to our daily energy use. Let's not even daily, let's say weekly, if you want monthly, however, whatever works for you. In 5 years' time, what is that hour going to return to me? What is that week going to give back to me? Where will my career be? Where will my interest be? There's so many questions. Whatever you're striving for, if what you're doing right now is not building towards that goal, what are we doing it for? And that can be harsh. Yes, there can be some people saying, oh, you don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm learning. It's really just a question. But if we are... So wasting a bit of time is understandable. It's like a loss factor. When you make a cocktail, you've got the cost price. Therefore, over 100 cocktails, you're probably going to waste a certain percentage. So in the cost price, which you move to selling, you will have a loss factor inside, a percentage of the cost, which you put into sales in case you make mistakes. I'm not saying that I or anyone listening to this is perfect. What I am saying is, are we conscious of the waste? Because if you're conscious of the waste of time, you're already in a good space. You're already ahead of most. And you already have an idea of where you could be or what you could be doing better to improve that situation. But if this is the first time you've ever thought about that, I would like you to please think about it. Because I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard. I'm not saying that you shouldn't put extra effort. I'm not saying you shouldn't be in a top percentage of people putting effort in. What I am saying to you is, please make sure that where you are putting your energy and your effort and your investment of time and investment of energy, where you are budgeting this, can you please ensure that it's going to benefit you one day? As I say, I'm not talking about day trading. I'm not talking about doing something on Monday and on Thursday, hey, look at what's happened. I'm talking about spending 5 years or 6 years in an environment that is counterintuitive to what your end goal is. And at the same time, it's also very okay to spend those 5-6 years in some place and then realize that you are going to take the lessons and everything you've gained from that momentum or from that instance in life. And even though you change your direction a bit, you're still going to apply all those lessons that you've learned. You still find value in the time you've spent in the past because you have something for the future. These are still okay. I'm only asking a question that I ask myself, is that if I do something now, if it's a favor for a friend or for any form of relationship that I have between family, friends, colleagues, whatever it could be, if it is a favor for that, there is still a return, right? There is still someone having your back, there is still, and yeah, they say don't do things asking for things in return. No one's asking, but you're very aware that if you give this energy and time into something, you know, when the moment comes that you need, you have resources available. Just protecting yourself. So to wrap up, because I'm really trying to keep these in 15-minute schedules now, so I'm going to try my best, as I really want to stress the importance of understanding where you put your energy, just like where you put your money. But understanding or tracking, so either you know where it goes or you find out later in a system where you track what you do with your time and your energy. But I really, 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 really urge you to make sure that you look at it to ensure that what you're doing now is going to be beneficial for the future. Your future. I will do the same for mine. Because it would be really sad to look back and then realize that you've wasted time. And just final thoughts is really I read, well, I don't read as much as I used to these days, so I should get back into that. But one of the things, it was someone that was really questioning a lot of people on their deathbed or in their last innings, you know, of life. And it was rich people, it was poor people, it was fat people, skinny people, black people, white people, could be any person. And most of them, when it was what do you regret, it was regret of not using time more efficiently, or not spending time with family, or not spending time on a business they wanted, or not spending time on a dream that they had, or not spending time traveling. Whatever it was, it all involved time. And time is a misplacement of energy, right? So where you put your energy is where you'll put your time. And that is my timer. I didn't think it would actually make a noise. So that's my 15 minutes. I will make sure that doesn't ring moving forward. But yeah, thank you for your time, and I hope that you make some smart decisions. So, budget your energy. This is episode number 7. One love. If you're still around, thank you very much. This is a moment where I am grateful that you've listened to the end, because that obviously helps all the YouTube algorithms. If you could like, that would be much appreciated. If you could subscribe, even better. And yeah, this is what I like to do with my time. Have a great week ahead. One love, and thank you once again.